Hello, Robbie Susan Chandler here from RobbieSusansCardsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who lives in Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. I hold classes in my home every 2 weeks, so if you live in the area, I'd love for you to come to one of my classes. Today I'm here to share this beautiful card with you made with an online exclusive set called Framed Scenes. This is a gorgeous set, and let me pull the stamp set over to show you. These are all the scenes that are in this card. It's really a really nice set and bundle. Now there's a bundle, there's some frames with it, and I'll share this with you in just a minute. But let's start by looking at the card. This is a kind of a flip card. This opens up, this flips back, and here's your sentiment inside. So let's take a look at all the pieces. Before I do, I want to show you my little tool desk, my desktop tool caddy that I put all my tools in, and my dimensionals go back here. I've just got them out right now because I want to share some special dimensionals with you. But if you're interested in one of these, you can contact me at Robbie Susan at rsvpcardsandcrafts.com. I'll put that link on there to show you. And they're $22 if I have to mail them to you. And I have a few different colors. Right now I have this color and pink, but it varies on the colors that I'll have. So anyway, let's go back to this card and look at the pieces, see what we have to do to put this card together. Alright, starting with our card base, I used the thick white, and this piece is 6 by 5.5, scored at 1 1/4, so it would fold in like that. So 6 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then this piece is 6 by 3 3/4, scored at 3. You fold that in half. And this one I have already stamped the sentiment on it. In case you wonder where that comes from, I used basic gray to stamp it. Let's pull it down here so you can see it there. I used basic gray for my ink, and the little corner piece here comes from Spring Corners, and I'll put links below for all these because a lot of these are online exclusives. Now Cheerful Daisy was in the catalog, but here's my sentiment here from Cheerful Daisy. Alright, so that's our inside piece that goes right here. So there's our two basic white pieces, and this one I just used the regular white, not the thick. Now the black pieces are basic black. One is 4 by 5 1/4, and this one on the front here is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Now I took these two pieces and I embossed them with the birchwood embossing folder, and that's where you get this design. I think it really makes the card much more interesting. And I know this is birchwood, but to me it kind of has a little water look, so I've been using it with things that are images that are water related. So those two pieces I just adhered to my card like this. So this is the beginning of the card. Now like I said, the next piece was this one, and it just goes right here, and this part, let me get this off. This part, I glued it so it's just centered right in the middle. You know what, let's just stick it down here for a minute. So you just put your glue on the back here. Let's see, I had my glue sitting right there all handy in my little caddy, and center it right there in the middle of that section. Hold it for a second. It seems like my pieces I've been gluing lately, if I let go too soon, they start wiggling around, and then this will flip over there. Now let's talk about this area on the top. Let me pull all these over. This piece is 2 1/2 by 3 1/4, and I don't know if you even noticed it, but it's hidden right here behind my black circle. And this piece came from this cardstock called Winter Meadow. And I've used the gray piece, but there's some gorgeous pieces in here. Look at all the colors. So this is a pack you might want to look at. It said it's got a lot of cool things in it. But that's the piece I used here. You can see there's the back, but this is the piece I used. Now, get that out of the way. To cut the frame, you'll need a 2 3/4 by 3 1/2 piece of basic black. And the die, these are the dies that come with this set. And this is the frame, this is the bigger oval, and this is the smaller white oval that we stamped the sentiment on. which is this one. So when you cut this, when you lay this on your black paper, if you lay these two together, they'll cut these two out at the same time, which is easy. Run it through, you've got these two. Now this is a separate one, and it cuts the white because it's a little bit, you can see it's a little bit smaller. Alright, so now we have, let me move these. We have our frame, our oval, and here's one. Now this was my hint. We actually sell black dimensionals. You see that? Black dimensionals. Whoops, it's smeared. And the number is 150893, and they're $6.50 a pack. But they come with, I think, 3 sheets of this size and I think 3 sheets of the little ones. So it's nice because you get a variety in it. But when you're working with black like this, these black dimensionals really do help because then they don't show. So this, well, we'll just pull these off real quick. And my advice when you're putting this back piece on, lay it up like this and turn your paper upside down and lay it gently on top like this. Just lay it down and just stick that to there. So see, now you've got your background piece. Alright, the next piece that would go on is this one, and I also used black dimensionals for it too, and just place it right in the middle. Alright, now let's get to our lighthouse. The lighthouse I stamped in Versamark. Now use your buddy because let me show you the buddy. Use your buddy because if you don't, you're going to get little flecks all over the place with this black. And I use our black embossing powder. So stamp that, heat it up, and you get this. And I've got a couple dimensions. Now you wouldn't have to use the black on this, but since I had them handy, I decided to go ahead and use them. Pop that right in the middle of that. Now, I'm going to put this one together here. So this piece just goes right flat down. I just put my glue on here. I didn't dimensional anymore since I had so many levels already. So just pop this on here, center it. Let me hold it for a minute so it won't slip on me. Alright, so here is this version of this card, but I've got a little surprise for you. My lighthouse looks crooked. There we go. Alright, so here is the black and white version. I have 2 here. But you could also color this. And it's an entirely different look. Let me glue it down, then I'll tell you all the colors I used. So if you like a little color on your cards, and some of my customers did decide to color it, and a lot of them didn't because they like that clean black and white look. These are the blends that I used. For the sky, I used light balmy blue. For the trees and grass, I used light old olive. For the little roof on the shed over here, I used light real red. And then for the top of the lighthouse and this little shed over here, I used light crumb cake. So here you have the colored version, and here you've got the black and white version. Which one do you like? I mean, it's a toss-up. They're both pretty. You could do them either way. And then here's our inside again, the same inside. So I hope you like this card. It's really, as you can see, pretty quick and easy to do. And I've been trying to do a masculine card in each of my classes, so this was my masculine version for this class. Please like my video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you need a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. If you'd like to be on a team, I'd love to have you on my team. So until next time, oh, I did tell you to subscribe. And by the way, below are all the links to the supplies that I used. So until next time, happy crafting.